Here we go. All right. Getting my drink on. That's how you know it's gonna be a good time. Proper DDFT guy stream. All right. Let's see. So this is the list I'm gonna play. The only thing I'm gonna do, the only changes I think I'm gonna make, I'm gonna cut these snow-covered basics, bring in the dope-ass Theros basics, because they are decidedly manly and cool. And then I've been worried about getting memed on by the Underworld Breach decks, which is why I have Tormund's Crypt in the sideboard, but I think I might swap these back out for Empty the Warrens. Because I think even with the crypts, the Underworld Breach decks aren't... Like, the way I beat them is by going off faster than they do. I just don't think there's a... I don't think the Tormund's Crypts substantially improve the matchup, is what I'm trying to say. And so I'm better off just bringing in some Decays and maybe Flusterstorm and hoping that's good enough. Don't need all the extra junk for him. Alright, so this list looks fairly similar to my previous Echo Doomsday iterations. There's a few differences. I cut the draw 4s. Ideas Unbound and I suppose Echo are my ways to like draw multiple cards after a Doomsday. The reason I'm playing Ideas Unbound is because this allows some certain varieties of passive turn pile where you Doomsday, you go like Underground Sea, Dark Red Doomsday on turn 1, and then on turn 2 you play another land, Ideas Unbound into Petal, Thoughts' Oracle, and you just kill them like that. So basically, we're leaning a little more into Thoughts' Oracle. Cards real good. Street Wraith also helps enable certain kinds of piles with Oracle. So cutting the draw for us, cut one Cabal Writ. And now we're on, and we cut the main deck Tendrils. So Thoughts' Oracles are only main deck win con. Obviously, you can still wish for Tendrils. Because I cut the draw 4s, I was able to cut a Cabal Writ, fucking A. Make a little space because I don't need as many skulls. The Street Wraiths are a free cantrip. I've been trying Preordains, but I want to try the free cantrip just because it enables certain kinds of piles. And since I'm not playing draw 4s, my life total won't be as low, so the Street Wraiths are a little better. And I'm up to a full 8 protection spell, so 4 Thoughtseize, 4 Veil. Excuse me. Other than that, not a whole lot's changed. The Echoes are still there, still got Burning Wish. So I'll say Plan A is to Doomsday for a Thoughts' Oracle kill. Plan B would be some kind of storm kill, so either Doomsday as your engine or Echo as your engine or just storming off. We got the Empties back in the deck, so they're another option to kill with. So I haven't really tested this list much at all, but I got enough feel for 2 leagues, assuming I don't cash any of them. And the wife should be away for the next 4 or so hours, so we can probably get 2 leagues in, which is good. So I don't think I'm going to waste any time. See if we can get 1 match in before the booze starts hitting. Play the league. I don't fucking like it when it does that. Make sure everything's all in good shape here. Looks like we good. I wonder if... Oh, okay. It went to the Discord too. That's good. I thought it wasn't. This is my secret strategy for performing better in leagues. Is if you play when the challenges are about to start, it means you can. Alright, looks like we've been paired. So yeah, hopefully, my secret strategy is that hopefully the leagues are softer because all the good players are in the challenge. That's the idea. This Clone 103 person, I've seen their name around before, but I don't really know what they play. However, I think this hand is perfectly fine. It can echo on turn 1. I'm just going to keep it. I'm on the draw. I don't know what my opponent is playing, of course, but... we are going to wait for them for a little while. So they mulled to 5, but it looks like they're on some kind of blue deck. I do wonder what they're playing. I'm just going to cycle the Street Wraith first. God, fucking damn, another land. Alright. I'm not going to go crazy. I'll just play the Delta. Hopefully they think that I'm on Death Shadow. I think maybe there's an argument for just firing off the Echo when they mull the 5, like right away, but I actually think I'm going to fetch here. I'm just going to grab my basic because I don't know what they're playing. They could be playing back to basics. What's up, Huss? Alright. This is looking alright. I'm going to put the Swamp back. I'm going to put the Trot back. I think I'm going to pass one more turn here. There's a small possibility that they're on... Well, do I want to pass a turn here? Maybe I should Thoughtseize. Because, like, if they're on, like, Omnitel or something like that. Nice. Has school started back up for you, Huss? I think I'm going to Thoughtseize here. I still have the Veil for protection, and so it's not as... I can cast the Veil off the Lotus Petals. And I can always just go for it now, too, if I see their hand and decide that that's the best thing to do. But I'd much rather wait a turn so I have a lot more mana. Okay, yeah, I started classes last week, too. So I wasn't sure if your school was, like, much later for some reason. Just home for the weekend, then? Okay, so fetching the Vault here definitely makes me think it might be a Show and Tell deck, which means I'm glad that I decided to Thoughtseize here. I'll have to make an assessment about whether or not it can kill me, and whether or not I should just go for it. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't see any reason why any of the state schools at least would start at different times. So, it makes sense. Spell Pierce? Yeah. I think I might just wait a turn still. It's a little risky, but I just think it's going to be better than not waiting a turn. And if they just go Show and Tell Emrakul, I can beat that. So, if they have the nuts, like Show and Tell, Omniscience, Cunning Wish, then I get fucked, but so be it. I'm hoping on 3 cards that they don't have... I mean, with this setup, they obviously don't have Show and Tell target, and both halves of the combo and counter magic, so I'm hoping that they think I'm on something like a Force of Will deck, and then they're not willing to just go for it, but I might get fucked here. Thought Scour. Okay. So maybe they're on the Underworld Breach deck? Yeah, it looks like they are. Okay. LED. I am just getting my ass handed to me here. Alright, well, that's a kill. So, that was pretty rude. Hello, Eldorte. I just got my dick kicked in by the Underworld Breach deck. I'm pretty good. How about you? I'm not sure what I want to be cutting. I feel like Veil of Summer is just not actually that strong against them. Because it, like, they just grape shot me, you know? They don't, I don't know. I don't want to cut them all, though, because they play counter magic. But I might try cutting, like, 1. And then maybe some Cabal Rit. I actually think I'm going to take the Street Wraiths out, because I'm not going to be doing pass the turn piles against the Brain Freeze Thought Scour deck. It just won't work well. This hand is not great. I think I gotta mull this. It's very... It's very interactive, but it doesn't do a whole lot, and my colors of mana are a little messed up, because I need, like, black, green, and this can't fetch black and green. Okay, I can keep this. But it's not great. I'm basically looking to do something fast, I guess. Can't wait till Underworld Breach gets banned. card's too good. I don't know. So the deck is like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the card is extremely pushed, extremely powerful, but it struggles against like heavy graveyard hate. It struggles against null rod effects. There's a lot of stuff that can take it out, but I just think that like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know that it's any better than Show and Tell, which hasn't gotten banned, but frankly, Griselbrand probably should be. But it's cheaper than Show and Tell. It costs one less mana than a Show and Tell. So, I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I think my deck just doesn't interact well with it, which makes me upset. Makes me unhappy to play against it. I probably should have put those in a different order. Yeah, and like I think that's kind of what will have to happen is I think the deck we might see it, get kind of pushed out a little bit as people start ramping up the amount of graveyard hate they have. And I don't know. But like the deck is extremely powerful, and the card Underworld Breach is extremely powerful. Like that's one of those cards where you see it, and you're just like, how the fuck did this get through test? Like any amount of testing in any format that wasn't standard would have made it pretty fucking clear that that card was broken. And so, like, sure, there's ways to hate it out, but I don't know. I think it's at a dangerous power level. But I'm not convinced that it's necessarily ban-worthy. But it does make me wish I hadn't registered a deck that, or it makes me wish I'd registered a deck that had Tormod's Crypt instead of the fucking Empty the Warrens. I take them out in I take the Crypts out my first opponent and is playing fucking Underworld Breach. I probably should have known in that first game that there was no way they weren't going to have everything. There's no way they, I don't think that, Hussy. The reason they're making Legacy unplayable by removing all support for it. Like, there's no... It's so much easier for them to make Legacy unplayable by just making it so there's no opportunities to play it. rather than like print cards into it that make it suck, because like those cards go into other formats too. So I don't know. So this kind of sucks, but I feel like I took away my red mana source. I could have taken the Lotus Petal back, but interesting. It's kind of funny that I said, like, I'm not going to be doing pass turn piles against this deck, and here I am gearing up to maybe do a pass the turn pile against this deck. I don't know if I don't remember what my next card down was. But I just don't feel like a pass turn pile is just not going to get there. But I also feel like I'm not going to win. Was it the Burning Wish and I don't have a red mana source? Yeah, I think I'm just going to fucking make a move here. Let's just see what they do. This will probably get countered and I'm just going to let it happen. Yeah. Force pitching Chain of Vapor? Okay. Taiga. That's interesting. There's the Burning Wish. Let me try again here. Alright, it resolved this time. So, let's think. I'm eating pretzels. So yeah, I'm concerned about getting fucked up here, which is why I'm kind of trying to think of a pile that could beat a Thought Scour, and like I could beat a Thought Scour in the right spot. You know what I mean? Like depending on where they do it. Let's get wild. No, that won't do it. Yeah, I mean, there's just not a great way to go about doing this here. I kind of have to hope they just don't have anything, I think. Maybe I'm not even supposed to use Ideas Unbound. Yeah, I think there's just not a great way to win the game here. Or, like, not a great way to win the game that doesn't kill me. So I'm just gonna not try so hard. Because, like, my mana is also not good. If I had a third blue, I would be a little bit better off because I'd be able to protect myself better, but there just isn't really a good way to go about it right now. I have a little bit of protection on this turn, their turn, with Fluster, but the one thing I am going to do, I'm going to order the pile so that if they Thought Scour me in my upkeep or something like that, I don't lose the Oracle. But frankly, I don't know when they would decide was the right time to Thought Scour me, and the Flusterstorm isn't going to be very good against like just the Thought Scour. If they thought Scour me on my turn or something, I'd just draw the Oracle. I thought Scour me on their turn is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, there's just not a great way to win the game here. Like, trying to fuck around with the Echo, like I was doing, to be able to recycle all my cards is like, I don't know. I was short on mana to do that, but yeah, you're right. They probably do it in response to a draw spell. I'm hoping they just try and go off or something, and I can get them, catch him with the old pants down. But there's probably going to be a Veil involved here. There's the Breach. So as soon as I get priority, I'm going to fucking snap off this Abrupt Decay. I don't know how much good it's going to do, because I don't know how much they can do at instant speed, but... Like, they have a Brainstorm that they can cast. They draw into the, no chain. But if they can Brainstorm into a chain, or they can Brainstorm into a Veil, then, obviously I'll be in trouble. Yeah, the yard's a little hard to see. I wish my screen was a little bit bigger. So there's the Brainstorm. So I basically just have to hope that they don't hit anything. But if they hit a Thought Scour here, I could be in a bad spot. If they hit a... I mean, even a Brain Freeze here, I'll be in a bad spot because they'll just Brain Freeze me. And that's kind of what it's looking like. Yeah. Targeting themselves, though. But, I mean, they can just target me next. So, I'm just going to concede. Yeah, if I had another blue mana up, I would be in a lot better spot here. But... Alright. That's a rough matchup, so hopefully I don't play against just that this entire time. I won't like that very much. Yeah, you're right. It makes winning with Doomsday extremely difficult. And my hand was not great there. I probably screwed up in game 1 by not just going for it, like passing that turn. But I don't want to think too hard about it. Oh, I think this hand is way too slow. It can hard cast a Doomsday on turn 3. That's about it. Yeah, pretty much. You're right. You're probably right that you're required to have the Veil so they can't interact with your pile. I think probably having Graveyard Hate is going to be better than That's not much better, but I guess I'm going to keep this. I don't want to keep going down. Not great mulls here. I think the problem is, like, they're just too fast. They're fast and they get to play multiple pieces of counter magic and Veil. Like, it's just asking a lot of the Doomsday deck. What the fuck is that? Elvish Spirit Guide, Tinderwall? We're getting belched. That's fun. It's just a fucking jerk fest into the league today. Yeah. Belcher's winnable. I guess I hope they hit the Taiga in like the top 2 cards. Oh, I'm still alive! Hell yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna cast Doomsday this turn, and I honestly don't see how, unless they top deck another LED, I don't think there's any way for them to win. So they're on a 3-outer probably. No, the Taiga goes on the bottom of their deck along with everything else. So I'm pretty sure they have to top deck an LED, but if they revealed one LED, so one LED they will not be drawing, so realistically they're on a 2-outer. So this is a good example of where Ideas Unbound is dope. Ideas at Petal Petal Oracle X. And the last card doesn't really matter. So Thoughtseize on bottom, then these 3 in any order, then Ideas Unbound. And I'll pass turn and just hope that they don't draw the LED. Pass turn. Classic Belcher match. Alright, let's see. So Veils don't do jack shit against Belcher. I've been the Belcher player before. It doesn't feel good. I'll bring in the Flusters, and I guess the Chains come in games where they can play a Belcher but not anything else. I'm not super hot on that. It's possible that just like a Cabal Therapy is better. I could probably bring in the Cabal Therapy though, actually. Like if I can cut the Cabal Ritual and bring in the Cabal Therapy. Cabal Ritual is not spectacular in this matchup because it's like by the time you're casting Doomsday, you're usually well in control of the matchup. You've stopped their first attempt to go off, and like they're gonna be dead. So I'll submit that. Probably gonna lose this match. I mean, probably gonna lose this game. If they have a quick turn 1. If they don't, this hand is really good. If they don't kill me right away. Looks like I'm going to die, though. This is probably an Echo. An Echo sort of hand. Pitch an empty to that. Yep. So there's the Echoes. If I had Surgical Extraction, I would wonder if I was supposed to bring it in these matchups. Just because if surgicaling an LED like in a situation like that could be okay. Oh wow, they're passing the turn. Alright, well in that case, I am going to Dark Ritual so I can cast both of these discard spells. I'm willing to waste a Ritual here. So Thoughtseize first. They did crack both LEDs. And they don't have a lot going on. I'm going to take the LED here and then probably the Seething Songs. That's going to make their Chrome Mox a lot worse. And take away a ton of mana. And then, obviously they still are a little threatening. But it's looking, I think what I'm planning on doing here is next turn I'll Burning Wish for Doomsday, and then hopefully I'll have a draw that lets me go off on turn 3. An LED or like a land and a cantrip would be good enough. Lots of draws that can get me there. Also, just drawing a Doomsday, I'd probably make a pass turn pile. There's a Doomsday. Actually, I wonder if I can just kill them here. They don't have green mana up. So unless they draw... So like if I go Doomsday, Dark-Red Doomsday, Brainstorm into Petal, LED plus Echo. So LED Echo, Petal, Oracle. That's risky. I think the problem is that there's going to be 8 cards left to echo into, and some combination of those cards won't let me win with Oracle. I'm probably not supposed to try to win with Oracle. I'm probably supposed to just risk. So if I go like LED Echo, Petal, I think the problem is that any way I slice it here, there's a chance that I don't win the game. LED, Echo, LED. I need Echo and LED so that I can Brainstorm into those and put back the Wish. And the rest of the cards, maybe it is triple Petal. The problem is that I need to then draw... I need to see like the LED, the Wish, and all the petals in my 8 cards. I think a pass a turn pile is actually just going to be a lot safer. No, there's going to be 8. All 4 cards in my hand, and then all the cards from the pile except the Echo. Oh no, the Dark-Red won't be there. You're right, the Dark-Red comes before Doomsday. You're absolutely right. Okay, they're dead. Wow. It's good somebody here can count. Now, the only problem is if they rip... Okay, they just conceded. I was going to say, the only problem is going to be if they draw Elvish Spirit Guide plus Veil. But that's a risk I was going to be willing to take there. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. Is my chat not appearing here? I thought it would. I just have this big white box. Is this not the chat window? Let's try that. There we go. I wish I'd noticed that. Oh, that was close. Okay. All right. I think I can keep this. It's not spectacular, but I could Thoughtseize myself if I wanted to be able to Echo. It's got a cantrip and mana and interaction. I think this hand is not stellar, but it's worth keeping, I think. They're starting on a Scrubland and Mother of Runes. Alright. Interesting. Let's see what I draw here. Dark Ret's decent. I'm a little worried about getting hit by Wasteland, but I think I want to lead on the Underground Sea. And I'll Thoughtseize. And hopefully they just don't have Wasteland and I can take a Thalia or something here. Soul Herder. Meddling Mage, okay. I think I'm not actually that worried about the Meddling Mage. So this is that Esper Vile deck. I think I just have enough ways to beat the Meddling Mage that I'm not really that worried about it. And I almost want to take the Ponder here. But maybe it's just better to take the Mage, let them ponder into something, and then ponder. I mean, then take whatever they ponder. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to take the Ponder. I think I'm just not that threatened by the Meddling Mage. And I don't want them finding a Wasteland. I also think that not taking the Meddling Mage makes the name a lot... I do play Massacre. Okay, so they just play a Strix, so I know what their draw was now. Interesting that they chose not to play the Meddling Mage there, because me, like, disrespecting it like that makes it much harder for them to try to determine what I'm playing. Just the Ideas Unbound. I don't really care for that card. I'd love to see an LED here. Okay, that's actually a lot more interesting. This deck plays Force of Wills, right? There's the Meddling Mage. I'll see what they play it on. On LED. Okay. So, the list on Goldfish doesn't have Wasteland. Fair enough. Alright, so let's think. I know their hand is Recruiter, Soul Herder, and 2 mystery cards. Do I just go for the kill and hope that they don't have the Force of Will? Do I fetch something, Thoughtseize, and try and do it next turn? But I just don't think I'm in a whole lot of danger of dying here. No, I think we know 2 out of 4. I know they definitely have, like, they played the Tundra, they played the Mage. I know they have Recruiter the Guard and they have Soul Herder. But they drew a card for their turn and they drew a card with Baleful Strix. So I don't know. How do I kill without LED from here? I go Dark Wraith, Doomsday, Street Wraith for Lotus Petal, and then play Ideas Unbound and draw a Petal Oracle. Yeah. I'm feeling like maybe the play here is to just Thoughtseize. Whoops. Wrong color. Because, like, this way... Another Meddling Mage. I think I'm supposed to take the Meddling Mage now. just so they don't put it on something else that's stupid. And hopefully they'll draw land and play Recruiter or something like that. But I'm probably supposed to go for it this turn, no matter what. So there's the land, and there's the Recruiter. So now I know the entire contents of their hand, and I don't think there's any creature they can get that's going to be problematic for me here. I'm still going to win this game, hussy. So you can take a fucking hike. Even better. So now I can still make a bunch of petals in an Oracle. The pile can be the same, it just doesn't. Doesn't matter a whole lot here. The Street Wraith there is a good include because any place it goes in the pile pretty much is fine if I fuck up the order. I'm gonna play even fucking slower just for you, hussy. I'm gonna play around this non-existent daze. Right, that's something they would do. Underworld Breach isn't the problem, LED is the problem. Obviously I don't need LED to win though, so if LED got banned, we could just all try going down the Oracle and Force of Wills type of route. Alright, so I'm going to bring in Chains, and I want to bring in Decays. I know they're playing some counter magic. I'm thinking maybe Echo is just not going to be worth it in this matchup, and that Echoes in like maybe one Veil should be my cuts, or Echoes in a Cabal Ritual should be my cuts. They probably will just put Meddling Mages on Doomsday though, so having another way to win the game might not be bad. I could cut the Thoughtseizes and just use my permanent, anti-permanent cards, but Thoughtseizes are good because they can kind of fight both axes. It's tough. I think I'll just go with, I'll cut the Echoes and I'll bring in and cut a Cabal Writ, and I'll just have to try to remove whatever Meddling Mages they play. I think this hand's fine. I have Burning Wish to get a Massacre, I have an Abrupt Decay, I have a Doomsday and Cantrip, so I think this hand can function. There's a Tundra and a Vial. Vial's a little annoying. Underground Sea. I guess I'll just play this. Start with Ponder. Those are good cards. I'll take them all. I'm concerned I may have to get rid of that vial. Just so that it doesn't instant speed some fucking meddling mages in on me. Strix, okay. Let's see. Probably... I'm playing the Tarn so I can fetch a... I probably should have played the Delta, but... Play the Tarn. Tarn can fetch me a, Trop. I'll just start with the Thoughtseize. I think the info here is going to be important to help me formulate the rest of my... or like my next couple turns and how I'm gonna play them out. Alright, there's a Giver of Runes, Palace Jailer, Plague Engineer, Recruiter the Gerard. So a lot of these cards don't actually do that much to me. A Flashed-in Palace Jailer could be uncomfortable. I'm not going for an Empty the Warrens here, so the Plague Engineer is basically nothing. The Relic Warder is also basically nothing, so like it feels like the Recruiter is by far the biggest issue here. The fact that they don't even have any... they don't have any blue cards to go with Force of Wills. Like, I'm almost inclined to take the Recruiter and then just make a pass turn pile. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Here's what we'll do. I'm going to grab the Underground Sea again. Dark Red Doomsday. Obviously, there are cards they could draw that will be problematic for me, but I'm going to make my pile be Ideas Unbound, Petal, Trop, and Thassa's Oracle. And I can fetch the Trop with the Polluted Delta and draw with 0 cards left in my deck, so that even if they remove the Oracle somehow, I'll still win. And then also, if they do have Wastelands, if they draw a Wasteland, I'll still be able to cast my my Ideas Unbound. I need another Mike's. Need a little more booze. Come on, you son of a bitch. There we go. So there's the Mom. Mom is obviously going to make my Abrupt Decay basically worthless, but I kind of knew that. So I'm basically on the hope they didn't draw anything good plan here. I suppose if they drew a land, they can... Oh no, I took the Recruiter. So yeah, I'm not sure what they... I think Meddling Mage is like the draw here that fucks me up. So it's possible that I should have... Okay, they just conceded. Dope. Let's get another one. What did I play against last round? Round 2. Anybody remember? Oh, Belcher. It was Belcher. Yeah, this is kind of a wacky league. So I have a 100% win rate against that Esper Vile deck. I played against it twice. I beat it both times. Clearly an easy matchup. You know, definitely not luck. No luck involved here. Just easy magic. Meddling Mage don't do jack shit. Counter Magic don't do jack shit. If they don't draw it, especially. Lost to Elementals. I've seen that Vile Elementals deck floating around. I haven't had the opportunity to play against it. It looks pretty neat, but it definitely looks like the kind of deck that, like, I don't know, would struggle against Storm. So I don't know what you're doing. Turn 2 Mariners seems pretty good. Yeah, against Ant, that's definitely a problem. Actually, that's a huge part of why I really like the Oracle, is that it beats a lot of the currently played Storm hate, like Veil or Mariner or fucking like Leyline of Sanctity or something. And it's a lot better than Labman in some ways because it can beat removal if you just build your pile so that you don't have any cards left in your deck after it hits the battlefield. So like removal on it is not a problem. Stuff like that. Oddball is attacked for 10 turn 3 and you had discard 2. Yeah, I mean that's pretty good. It definitely seems like it has some explosive draws. This hand looks pretty alright. I can cantrip, I can echo. No reason to throw this one back. Flooded Strand. Alright, I'm just going to assume that this is an Underworld Breach deck rather than Miracles. So I'm going to fetch my Trop here. Just in case I can find a Veil and they don't kill me right away, and maybe it's useful. Well, there's a Veil. So that's good. Hoping I just don't get nutted on. I'm not really in a position to go off turn 2. I don't think. I mean, like I could. I could Veil and then Echo with 1 mana floating, but I just don't really feel like that's the... Like, I would much rather Cabal Writ. Interesting, okay. But no... Maybe this isn't. I think I'm just going to hold up here. Dreadhorde Arcanist. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's a doesn't look like it's a fucking Underworld deck. Although frankly, Delver is not a spectacular matchup either. Just because I think I just cracked this for an Underground Sea here. Delver's not a spectacular matchup because they're Delver, but I think it's close to even when you have Empty the Warrens in your sideboard and like extra rituals in your deck. So the reason I fetched first is because if my plan is to Echo next turn, and I've already seen, like I'll see 1 more card this way and can like better plan my next turn. I don't know if that's right. Like the Brainstorm will see 3 new cards instead of 2 new cards, but I won't draw a new card. So maybe it's a fucking toss-up. Who knows? Just give me priority so I can do my Brainstorm. Also, it lets me hold up the Veil of Summer, which seems unnecessary, but it's potentially necessary. I don't think I would Veil to protect this Brainstorm, though. There's a Doomsday. That is interesting. Alright, I'm probably supposed to keep that Doomsday. I almost want to wait a turn, but maybe that doesn't make any sense. If I waited a turn, I could get the Threshold probably, which is why I was thinking about doing it, but so they forced it, pitching Daze. That makes me think they don't have any more counter magic, but I'll cast this Veil. In response, they Daze back. Okay, I will not pay for Daze. So Doomsday gets forced. I kind of want to just play out my LED and pass. Because, like, even if they have discard, it's not going to be doing anything against Echo. I would rather try and, like, find another Veil. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to play with the LED and pass. I'm not close to death here. I got a little time. And even though they can potentially heavily out-card advantage me with this Dreadhorde Arcanist, I think waiting one turn isn't going to be majorly harmful, especially considering that they're just playing out another Young Peasy. So now they'll attack, they'll Brainstorm with the Dreadhorde, and I'll try and do something. So if I had waited one more turn, I would have been in a much better spot there because I would have been able to pay for their second Daze. So I do wonder if maybe I should have waited, but then they would have gotten to Brainstorm and stuff. So it's probably all just a fucking toss-up. There's a Cabal Rit. Cabal Rit's good here. It gives me lots of mana, and I do have Threshold. Here's a thought, though. Let's Cabal Rit. It resolved. So now I'm going to Ponder. Because there's another... Oh, this changes things, though. I was going to say, there's another Echo down there. And if, like, I can grab the second Echo and be able to Echo a second time if they counter it. But now I'm thinking I should just Doomsday. Because if the Doomsday resolves, I can probably win the game. And even if the Doomsday gets countered, I can Echo in response. They might just let this resolve, though, and then I'll get boned. It's a distinct possibility. So I'm going to draw all of my cards. I'll draw all 7 cards. So I can set up a pile that should be able to win the game, I think. Okay, so they forced it. Forced pitching Brainstorm, which is fine. So hopefully they don't have another force. I think if they just have another force, like, then they fucking earned it. You know? Oh, so fucking close. Probably supposed to just Brainstorm here. Yikes. And by yikes, I mean those are pretty good draws. But I just have to pass, unfortunately. So that, I wish that had gone a little better. I still think I played it right, but just not the most desirable. So I probably lose the Trop here. Yeah. So that saddens me a little bit, but I do still have a green source. So there's a Bolt. And I won't be surprised. I mean, this Dreadhore's going to bolt me too, so they're just going to try and bump me off as fast as possible. They probably have a bunch of counter magic left in their hand, and they don't want to give me any more time than they need to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm pretty close to death already. If they have another Bolt, I'll be dead for sure. So, excuse me. I'm surprised I haven't seen any discard. I guess I kind of have to... Like, I'm going to be... Oh, no, they don't have red mana up right now, so I'm not dead to a Bolt. Though my options are a little limited. I'm basically just hoping that they don't have anything. Alright. So thinking about how much mana I have here. I could do like a pile like LED, Cantrip, Veil. Like, or I mean, like Ideas Unbound, LED, Cantrip, Veil to draw the Oracle. I think I want a Veil in my... Well, it's not going to stop a Stifle, is it? So, like, if Stifle is the problem, that's not going to do anything. I still think that's going to be the best pile, because if they're playing anything like a Fatal Push in their main deck... Go down to 2. If they have Force of Wills and stuff, though, I'm just boned regardless. Let me hold priority here. That would have been pretty bad. Suppose not end game, but I would have had to use my green mana source. I can beat a couple... I can beat some soft counter magic here. So, if they don't have any forces, I'm in good shape, but... Daze, okay. That's not going to stop me. Can beat the daze. Can beat 2 dazes, in fact. I can't beat daze plus pierce. Okay, well, they didn't daze plus pierce. So I'm going to play out my LED. The reason I need to play out the LED here is because, well, let me think. The Veil is going to draw a card, is the problem. So I don't think I can't cast Veil and Ponder. If either one gets countered, I'm boned. So I suppose it doesn't really matter. I suppose that means Veil is probably better, because if they did have a Fatal Push, or not that that would matter because there's 0 cards left in my deck. I don't think it matters. We can hold priority and cast both, but if they both resolve, I'm going to deck myself. Because they've cast a blue spell. Yeah. So I don't think it really matters much. I guess I'm just going to cast the Ponder. Right? Like, yeah, I don't think it matters. Crack this for blue. So now I can beat a Pierce on this Ponder. Well, it resolved. Let's see what we got there. Well, it resolves, so unless they're holding up Stifle. Fatal Push? Yeah, that doesn't do anything. There we go. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. Let's think about what I want. I definitely think I want to bring in the empties. I was trying hard to find, like, figure out if there was a reason it would have mattered which one I drew with. So they could not spell snare the Oracle. That is a very good point. That is something that I did not consider. I did not consider spell snare, but you're right. That is a good reason to draw with the Veil of Summer. I just couldn't think of a reason why it made any difference at that point in the game. Because like if they counter either one of those cards, I'm boned. But Spell Snare is the answer. So thanks for mentioning that. All right, so what do I want to do here? I'm probably just cutting the Echoes, and then I have one more cut to make. Cut a Street Wraith. That's probably the cut on Street Wraith. Excuse me. So you leave one in for piles. But that's it. This is an interesting hand. I'm not a huge fan of this hand. It's very slow, and if they're playing Young Pyromancer, if they start committing stuff to the board, it's going to make an empty much, much worse. I think I'm just going to mull this. Alright, I can keep that. I think I want to put the Petal on the bottom. Actually, no, I'm probably supposed to put the Ritual on the bottom. If they hit me with them discard, this hand gets a lot worse, though. Yeah. That ain't it. Alright, this is my last Mike's Hard. I'm kind of sad. Oof. Whoopsh. It's not a switchblade, it's a bottle opener. I'm gonna need some lunch soon, I think. What the fuck? Too drunk to operate a bottle opener. And by too drunk, I mean I could probably drive right now. These things are very low alcohol by volume. Ha! Suck on that, bench. I'm gonna crack this for my basic island right now. Just in case they are playing Stifle. I doubt it, but just in case they are. God, I fucking love these lands. They're so sick. They look like fucking Pokemon cards, and I love it. All I want to do is play Pokemon. Alright, so they're playing something here. Is it Dreadhorde or is it a young... Yeah, it's a Dreadhorde. Okay. Petal, sure. Brainstorm. Can I kill? If I put back one LED, one Petal, I can Darkrit, Thoughtseize, and make a bunch of goblins if it all resolves. It's probably worth it. Probably worth it to just go for it. I definitely don't think I'm going to be winning this match by not trying to do something here. Thoughtseize, you motherfucker. Take that, Force of Will. You're getting gobbed. I'm a Storm deck this time, bench. Try my 14 Goblin style. My fist to your face, or your fist to my face style. That's the real quote. They've still got a lot of cantrips and shit, so like they might be able to find an answer or something, but I think they're going to be hard-pressed to beat this. They need to fucking ponder into an Electrickery ASAP. Yeet! I bet they didn't bring in any solutions to that fucking... to the empty. I do wonder if they even looked at the, if they looked at my deck post Doomsday, because they would have seen the Burning Wishes, which should have kind of, like, screamed empty, I would think. Alright. Let's try and go for that sweet, sweet 4-1. Is another person whose name I recognize. I don't think this hand's very good. All that. I can work with this. This is kind of a tough choice, though, of what to put to the bottom. Because, like, the Thoughtseize is almost likely going to be targeting myself. Maybe I'm supposed to put... Probably one of the lands or something, right? I don't even know. No, I'll just put one of the lands on the bottom. Whatever. I'm just gonna fucking go ahead and Thoughtseize myself right off the fucking bat here. I ain't afraid of nothing. I ain't afraid of nothing. Who's a professional coward now, hussy? Thoughtseize me. Hold on a sec. Let me play things in the right order here. Thoughtseize me. Yeah. Now we're in business. Excuse me. I think after this match, I'm going to have to go change my laundry over, and then I will play another league probably. This one went by pretty quick, so I think I'll have time for another. I'm going to play this one fast and loose, because I already cashed. I'd like to get a 4-1, though, to be perfectly honest, but I'm fucking 3 mics deep. That... Oh, whack. Okay, that's not what I thought was going to happen. I'd really like another... I thought this was going to be like Death and Taxes, but it's an Astrolabe. It's not a land. I can deal with that. I can live with a Brainstorm. Okay. Alright. I'm going to put that Mire on top. I'm going to play the Chop, and I'm going to pass the turn. And then next turn, I can play the Mire and try and jam the Echo. So I won't even have to crack my Lotus Petal. It's all coming together, as Kronk would say. Excuse me. Let's see if this Echo resolves. I mean, this Veil resolves. Even if the Veil gets countered, I can still Echo and draw a fresh hand. Let's Echo. The reason I'm not cracking the Mire is because I know there's a Burning Wish on top of my deck. What are we getting? What are you doing? Oh, they had another fucking force. That's rude. Okay. Well, that's why I didn't crack the Mire, so now I can at least draw the Burning Wish. Whoops. I wanted to click OK. There we go. So that's unfortunate. They had the double force, but whatever. I wonder if I should have waited. I could draw the Burning Wish and then Burning Wish for Cabal Therapy. What you got for me this time? Ponder? Okay. Whoops. So I'm probably going to wish for the draw 4. Because that's going to be how I like try and get back in this game, I think. I will need to draw another Black Mana Source. I don't think the Doomsday is the right way to go here. Because they, I don't know. I think it just opens me up too much to getting fucked. The mana is feeling a little weird here, though. A little crappy. A little bit shite. What did they do with their Ponder last turn? No shuffle. Okay. They probably still have some counter magic, unfortunately. But I'm hoping they don't. Hoping they don't do much. What's this? What you got for me? Brainstorm. Okay. I think if this contract doesn't resolve, I'm just gonna concede. I'm gonna be way too far behind at that point, and so it's gonna be better for me to just save some time, save some clock, and go to the next game. Or if they play like a Narset here, I'll definitely concede. Another Ponder. Okay. It's possible they don't have much. They shuffled with that one. So I really need a black mana source here. I need to be able to get to 3 black mana. I think a Cabal Ritual will be the best draw. Hell yeah. Never didn't have it. Of course, they might still have it, but you know. Coddle, sure. I'm gonna be at a bit of a low life total and have a little bit of a clock on board, but hopefully this just resolves, and then I might actually be able to be in this game. It resolved. Okay, well, I can't do anything with this mana, but I drew good cards. So I have a Veil, I have a Ponder, I have a LED if I could find another Echo. And I have 8 turns to try and kill him in. Excuse me. I play a Mystic Sanctuary. What are you getting back? A Force of Will or something? Yeah, no surprise there. No surprise there, motherfucker. I wonder if they have a way to draw it at instant speed. Dark Red. Okay. I'll Ponder. Cabal Red. I'm gonna shuffle this. None of that does me any good. Doomsday. Having the Oracle in my hand is super awkward here, though. I think I'm just gonna pass. I got a little bit of time to try to what you got? Snapcast the Mage. It's a good one. So now I have a little bit less time. I'd love to draw a cantrip here. I think it would have to be like a Brainstorm. I suppose if I have the Veil, any cantrip could work because I can Echo for a kill, but I think it has to be a cantrip to be able to win. Although, strictly speaking, they do 3 damage to me this turn, I'll be at 4. I'd have one more turn, I just wouldn't be able to Doomsday that turn. I'd have to go off with Echo into Burning Wish, probably. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oko. Okay. So they're going to do 6 damage to me now. So I'll be at 1. Yeah, so that turns off the Doomsday. So I need to draw something. There's the cantrip. But now it's got to hit like, now I got to hit an Echo or something. None of those cards. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, see you around, El Dorte. Thanks for watching. I think I cut Ideas Unbound for Infernal Contract. Cut the Street Wraiths for the Empties. And then cut an Echo for Cabal Therapy. I don't know if I'm supposed to bring in the Abrupt Decays. I probably am. I don't know if they're playing Counterbalance or shit these days. I'm just gonna try this. I don't give a shit. I gotta take a piss. I think maybe, let's see, in that match, I probably made a mistake when the Veil got countered and then I echoed. I probably should have just passed. I could have drawn the Burning Wish for Cabal Therapy, and tried to Therapy Force Will and echo the next turn. So, it might have been a little too aggressive, put myself too far back after that, but I think I gotta keep this. They had a lot of good shit too. They had some good cards. Let's see, I'll start with a Mire for Underground Sea because the Tarn can fetch the Trop. The mana base in this deck is a little fucky. My fetch lands could be better. For sure. Wish, Burning Wish, Burning Wish. I think I want these cards. Let's do this. Deafening Silence. That's why I should have brought the Decays in, right? I'm just dead to that? Yeah, okay. That's why I bring the Decays in. I forgot that was a card. Alright. I'm gonna crack that chest. I don't give a fuck. Let me see if we get anything good. 25 play points. What the fuck is this thing? Some Theros bullshit. Some horse ass motherfucker. Alright. That's cool. Well, getting up to that 50 play points is actually kind of nice, because then if I 2-3 another league, I'll still be able to do another league after that. So, I'm going to be back in just a second. I got to go to the bathroom, and I got to switch some laundry over it, but I'll be back in like a minute. Here we go. I am back. Alright. Let's see. Should I make any changes to this list? Ideas Unbound and Thassa's Oracle really showed their worth here. Excuse me. I have to say wasn't super impressed by Street Wraiths. They didn't really do all that much. Part of me wants to swap them out for like one Preordain and one Draw 4. Just to have another business spell. Let's do it. Preordain. Oh, okay. I thought fucking wine froze up or something. And then we'll do Cruel Bargain in the main deck because the contract's in the sideboard. Bargain. And I actually have to hit enter to make the card show up. Here we go. Okay. Alright, I'll try that. Let's jump in and do another league. I think. Alright. Play a mat. Oh, no, my fine motor skills are the first thing to go when I start drinking. Which is a great thing to think about while I'm scratching my fucking eyeball. Here we go. No need to break out the musical instruments today. The leagues are coming. Maybe I'll get to resolve some echoes in this league. That'll be fun. I won't play against the jerk-off decks. Every deck's jerk-off in Legacy, though. Everyone's trying to do something fucking stupid. Just what kind of stupid you're trying to do is all that matters. If you're trying to do the fucking turn 1 stupid, or the never let your opponent play Magic stupid, it's all just a different kind of stupid. Here we go. Maybe this person will play with me. Oddball again. Hello, Oddball. Oddball was the one playing the Delver deck, right? If I remember correctly. I'll probably start by pondering. Uh-oh. Okay, it's a Delver. I thought I was going to get discarded. Darkrit's a good draw. Ponder. Those are... well, I probably am supposed to keep these. They're not spectacular, but I'll keep them. Hopefully I don't get hit with wastelands and shit. Too bad. I have other lands, but like I don't want my colors to be a problem. And that's the problem with the 4-color decks and the awkward kind of mana. It's my biggest... yeah, there you go. Fuck your wasteland. That's my biggest complaint about this deck, I think, is the mana. I'm trying to play a 4-color deck on 15 lands. is like sketchy, especially when your fetches aren't right. I should just pony up for some Verdant Catacombs to make my mana a little bit better. I mean, I could probably put a Misty in the deck, and that would help a little, but because like now I can't really. Now I'm basically required to fetch for another Underground Sea, and so if they have another Wasteland, I'll be in a bad spot. I think I need to keep this Ponder. I need to keep the the cantrip, because if I don't, I'm gonna not have a cantrip to Doomsday with if I find a Doomsday. They're still not flipping this Delver, which is kind of wild, if you ask me. They must have shuffled on their Ponder, right? Yeah. Not flipping the Delver obviously is good for me, though. I'm sure it'll flip this time. If they have another Wasteland, so help me God, I'm gonna fuck a shit. No more Wasteland. I'll suck my own dick. Good. Good answer. Fuck. So this is probably going to take my Veil, but it could take my LED. They don't have much else going on. They might have one counterspell up there. I think if they take the LED, it means they don't have any counter magic. LED or Dark Rit. If they take the Veil, they probably have some counter magic. Took the Veil. Okay. I still have plenty of gas to try and find more stuff. Ooh, and I drew an Echo. That's a good draw. So I'm going to brainstorm here. Hopefully I can find something good. Thoughtseize is alright. I don't really want to put that land back. I think I want to put back the Ponder. A Ponder, I mean. And maybe the Petal. Because I don't think I'm going to Echo right now. I think I'm just going to Ponder again. I'll probably grab the Vault here and Ponder. I may play out my Lion's Eye Diamond. Cruel Bargain is... I don't think I want any of that. Actually, I'm going to shuffle. Another Veil. That's a good draw. Alright. I'm just going to hope they don't have another discard spell. I think that's going to be the play here. I can just try and Echo kill next turn. Preordain, okay. What you gonna do with that Preordain? One top, one bottom. Brainstorm, okay. Please no discard. I'll be such a sad fucking boy if they discard me. I'll have to Thoughtseize myself if they discard me. Don't do it. I swear to fucking God. Actually, oh no, they do have another Underground Sea. The fact that they fetch for the Underground Sea there screams like, I've got me some fucking discard. So they're gonna take the LED probably. Oh nope, they took the Veil. Okay. I guess that makes sense actually here. I drew another Veil. Suck on that. Gonna get the blades now, bitch. How them blades taste. They have the Force Pitching Ponder. Alright, so I'm not going to bother Thoughtseizing here. I'm just going to yeet this fucking Echo off. Not the best draws. I played a land this turn, right? Yeah, looks like I did. I guess I'll brainstorm. I need to hit some writs or LEDs or something off this brainstorm. Whoo! Those were good hits. Okay. Cabal Ritual. Hopefully it don't get counted. Even if it does, I guess I can try again next turn. But, okay, they didn't counter it. Thoughtseize. Days. I mean, I can't counter. I can't do that. So, I'm just going to go for it and hope that's the only thing they've got. If they've got more, they've got more. And that's just the way it is. Sorry, that was probably super fucking loud. Get fucked, bitch. Alright, so 2 echoes out, 2 empty in. I think that's all I want to do here. It's possible there's an argument for cutting Oracle, but I think we used to cut Lab Maniac because it could die to a bolt. But I think we're supposed to leave Oracle in because it, if it, you can build piles where it dying to a bolt doesn't matter. So, this is probably fine. Maybe they'll bring in something to beat the old empty this time. Maybe they won't fuck that up. That's a mull for sure, though. I guess I keep this. Having the 1 echo in hand isn't my favorite, but... Or, I guess, yeah, the 1 echo. 1 echo in the deck. So there's a Thoughtseize. I'm certain that's going to take my Brainstorm. So I'm just going to play it slow here, I think. Probably start with a Mire, unless I draw a Veil, in which case I might play the Trop, but I probably just want to protect that Trop for as long as possible. And the Ponder. I wonder what they're going to do with this Ponder. It kind of feels like they don't have a lot going on. No shuffle though, so that's probably not the case, actually. A Doomsday. Interesting. What should I Burning Wish for? You could Burning Wish for empty, but 6 goblins ain't a lot. You could Burning Wish for the draw 4, but that's a risky play. But I don't really have anything else that's... I mean, I could Burning Wish for Cabal Therapy. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. This wish could just get countered. My hand isn't really built to beat Delver, unfortunately. Okay, they let me have that. That's good, I guess. Grab the Therapy. I probably should play out the Lotus Petal. The way this is shaping up, I don't think Storm is going to matter at all. Well, Wasteland. They probably hit the... What are we hitting? The Badlands? Yeah, I guess that's fair. That's fair, because it's my black mana source. Arcanist is going to Thoughtseize me next turn, so... That's a problem. I guess I'm going to play the Petal out. I'll hold up the Veil here to protect myself from the Thoughtseize. But my jaw hurts. Thoughtseize, to no one's surprise. That's what they target. Come on, motherfucker. Did you find it? Doesn't look like it. But they could just be holding out on me. They might not have counter magic. They might have counter magic, but they might not. Like, they might have decided that it was fine for their Thoughtseize to get countered if they would rather hold counter magic for me having a business spell. I'm going to play this island out and brainstorm. I'd love to hit a black land. There's black land. I'll put back the Echo. I'll pass. Surgical on my Veils, that's fine. I won't be surprised if they surgical again with the Dreadhorde and they hit the Brainstorms, but I can just cast it in response and get a free shuffle. So they might not do that. I wonder how many people I got watching right now. I can't tell. From OBS, that's one thing I like about Streamlabs over OBS, is it like gives me some info about my 5 viewers. Twitch tells me 5 viewers. That's alright. Actually, hey, that's kind of neat. I just noticed I'm at 99 followers. Somebody follow me. Let's hit a clean 100. If one of you viewers is not following me, I decree that you must follow me. Royal decree. It is required that you follow me. Of course, I don't have the alert box set up, so I won't know if you follow me unless Twitch tells me, but maybe. So one bottom, one top with the Preordain. What are we doing here? So, oh, they're just flashing back the Brainstorm. That makes sense to me since they know that they can get a, or they know that I can get a free shuffle if they flash back the Surgical. They would rather see more cards. That also tells me that they probably didn't really have counter magic in their hand. I'm trying to decide what I'm supposed to do here. If I'm supposed to Brainstorm. Because like, I don't think I can actually win the game if I Doomsday. I think I'm going to be short on mana, basically. So I think I want to Brainstorm first. Brainstorm end step. Although I don't remember if I'm going to know I don't remember if I know what I'm going to draw. Excuse me. Because I can't get the threshold easily either. Maybe I'm supposed to just wait a little bit. Ugh. What are you doing? Another ponder. Interesting. Null rod. Well, I'm not prepared to fight that. I'm going to brainstorm off my pedal. Just so I get the mana. Let's see. So if I Cabal Therapy them, I can make it past the turn pile. I have a slight risk of dying to if they find a bolt, so it's probably too risky to do that. Probably what I'm supposed to do here is Burning Wish for the draw 4 right now. Oh, that fucked me up. I fucked up. Because now I don't have a black mana source. Now I need to draw black mana. Because they got my Badlands. I'm a fucking dingus. If I draw a black mana source, I might be able to win this game, though. And by black mana source, I mean a land. A land that makes black. So, any of my C's, or one of several fetch lands, or the basic swamp. Still Dreadhorde and the fucking Brainstorms. I guess that makes sense. They're trying to see a bunch of cards. I guess I'm just going to assume that everyone who's watching right now has followed me, because I still only have 99 followers, and that is an affront to humanity. Somebody get me to 100. You're all cowards. Black mana. Fuck me. When I cracked this fetch to get the red mana, I thought I still had the Badlands in the deck. I wasn't paying attention. At least there's game 3. If I lose this one. But like the probability of me, I might just get bolted out of the game. They bolt Dreadhorde bolt, that's game. So all they need to have is one bolt. The fact that they haven't cast it though makes me think they don't have one. They're still cantripping. Digging for shit. I guess at this point it's not out of the question that I can natural tendrils them. There's my black mana source. I'll go to 1. If this even resolves. You know. They're probably just going to hard cast the Force here. Mystic Sanctuary. Getting back Ponder. hard cast Force. Like, why else would they crack that to get back Ponder? Unless they're going to hard cast Force Will. Yeah. Alright, that's game. That's fine. That one didn't go so hot, but I'm going to run it back. And hopefully I'll just get a little bit stronger hand this time. Excuse me. Alright, good hand, good hand. That ain't it. Fine. It's not great, but unfortunately, I think I am required to keep. Put the Oracle on the bottom. I'll play the Underground Sea and just hope that I hit something good. Maybe I should have played the Tarn so that I could fetch Trop to Veil if they have Thoughtseize on turn 1, which it looks like they're gonna. Yeah, I'm getting punished for my shitty plays. They probably take Thoughtseize here. Yep. Just pass. My hand's pretty shit right now. That Brainstorm was really awful. But as long as they don't play anything, I can try to draw back into the game. If we could just play a little draw go for a while, that'd be nice. This is probably Dreadhorde. Narset? Painful Truths. Whack. Okay. Interesting. Just pass the turn. There's an Empty. Empty is a good draw, especially after they've put themselves to 14. So I don't need that, and I don't need that. I'm just going to crack this for the basic Swamp and pass the turn, I think. If I could hit a Ritual or something, that would be perfect. I mean, I guess that I can make 8 Goblins next turn. If they don't play any threats, it could be enough. But they might have answers to it now. They didn't last time, but they might now, unfortunately. Wasteland, okay. It's whatever. There's the Delver. I cracked a fetch last time, so I don't need to crack that Mire right now. Burning Wish, huh? I guess I'm just supposed to see if the Veil resolves right now, because if it did for some reason, I could Burning Wish for Empty. Even if it doesn't, I could go for the Burning Wish. Daze. Okay. I don't think I'm supposed to pay for that. I think I'm supposed to just pass. Because, like, if I draw another castable spell, I can empty from hand. And that might still be good enough. They just have so many more cards than I do, unfortunately. The empty from hand is going to be my best bet. I wish I'd hit a ritual instead of the Burning Wish. I really need to see a ritual off this, as there's just no way I'm going to win the game if I don't, I think. And it seems like they're seriously considering countering it. Oh, they might be thinking about surgical. Pyroblast. Okay. I wonder if I'm supposed to just go for it. Like, I can fetch Burning Wish. There's just, like, I just don't think there's any way they don't have something here. Something else. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not interested in fucking around anymore, I think. Like, this is how I'm going to win this game. Well, I don't want to concede. Not before they do anything. They might have a Flusterstorm or something. Or just an answer to empty the Warrens. It's a possibility as well. The reason I cracked for black there is because I have this draw 4 in my sideboard. So I conceivably, if they dazed it, I could conceivably pay and draw 4 and like have a very small probability of winning the game. But I think there's a very high likelihood that they just have like a Plague Engineer or something. And they smelled the empty and they knew that they didn't have to counter. And if they have the Plague Engineer, I'm just going to concede. So here it comes. Yeah. Okay. I gotta pee again. Booze is running through me. I'll be back in like a hot second. Alright, let's see what we can do here. See if we can get some good matchups. I just want to play against like Nick Fit all day or something. Just let me play something that I don't hate. It's kind of sad. I love Legacy, and by love Legacy I mean I love Legacy Doomsday, but there's so many decks in the meta that I hate playing against right now. Oh, let me put it back to the streaming view. Here we go. Now y'all can see my horrible face. There we go. All I'll take is a little classic rock. Oh, Jesus. Sale Atreides. I'm gonna keep this. This hand's risky. Scowling Tarn pass. This hand will be real good if I rip a fucking Echo sometime soon. Or a Burning Wish. That ain't happening, unfortunately. I really just want to yeet off with an Echo. Give me a good draw. That ain't it. I'm going to play the Lotus Petal because I don't want to lose my spells. But I'm afraid my opponent's playing something that's not going to care about what I'm doing. Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Badlands? What the fuck is my opponent playing? Maybe some kind of 4-color control? I'm firing off the Veil here because I can, because they would take it otherwise. But like, ugh, so much mana. I have no idea what they're playing. 2 Trops is whack. God fucking damn it, give me a business spell. This is why this keep was risky, is if I don't draw any action, I'm just fucking myself. Just faffing about while my opponent draws cards that make mana and do stuff. An Echo would be a very good draw here, though, because I could hard cast Echo and then still be able to flash it back because I got a lot of mana. But if they play like a fucking Leovold right now or something, I'll be just real sad. Leovold would make it so that only a Burning Wish could save me. I smell it. I smell Leovold. Oh, Duress? What the flying fuck is my opponent playing? What plays 2 Trops, Badlands, and Duress? Somebody tell me. Because I sure as fuck don't know. Could this be the, some version of the Underworld Breach deck? It's the only thing I can think of. Echo. Come on, Echo. Ponder's fine. I can live with a Ponder. Ideas Unbound? I think I'm just going to shuffle. Fuck my life. Drawing the old mono mana hand. They're not doing anything either. I have no fucking clue what's going on. Ponder. I don't even think I want that Doomsday. I just don't think it does anything for me. Alright. Let's get a fucking look at what's going on up there. I need to know. Somebody tell me what's going on there. Carry on. Veil of Summer. Okay. This has got to be some variation on the Underworld Breach deck, and they're just like in the same situation I'm in. Drawing jack shit. Decaying my Lion's-Eye Diamond. Sure. That ain't even gonna matter at this point. Like, I'll still have enough mana to fucking... If I drew an Echo, I could Echo twice. Even without the LED. The Abrupt Decay makes me think they're not playing the Underworld Breach deck, though. I wonder if it's like a 4-color control and they have no threats and nothing to do. They shuffled off the Ponder. Or it's Ant with the main deck Decay. Is this just the... Is this like the... I don't even know what you fucking call it. Like the Slosh Storm? I've never seen it play 2 Trops, though. I wonder if they're not playing any basics. It's probably got Burning Wishes in it. This might be like a Cling to Dust? What the ever-loving fuck is going on here? What are you wish clawing for? Underworld Breach. It is a Breach deck. They have a Brain Freeze and the LED, so I'm just going to concede. Okay. It's just some sort of fucking Breach deck. Yeah, the, what's his face? Monkeys Can't Cry did pretty good in the challenge with a list like that. I'm not a huge fan of the list. It's just not really my style, and like it has no win cons that don't involve casting Doomsday, so it kind of creates this awkward choke point around a Doomsday. But Thassa's Oracle is super strong. Definitely a good card for this deck. I don't even know if I want Flusterstorm. Like, if they're playing Wishclaw Talismans and Breaches and stuff, what I really want is Tormod's Crypts that I don't have. I'm not in the showcase. I'm just playing leagues. I didn't know how much time I was going to have, and like also I don't think I think you need points to get into the showcase, and I don't have enough points. I don't ever play enough leagues to be able to do that. The Flusterstorms are good enough, probably. But I don't know what I'm supposed to cut. Maybe like an Echo. Could probably cut a Lotus Petal, cut a Burning Wish, cut a Cabal Writ, and maybe this Preordain. Let's try that. I hate playing against these Underworld Breach decks because like I don't have enough experience against them at this point to be able to play well, and they just seem like a very bad matchup. That hand was rough though. I probably shouldn't have kept that 7. It was really gambling on drawing a business spell, and I just never did. Cling to Dust. Not really worried about the Cling to Dust. Brain Freeze, being able to cast Brain Freeze is going to make my Doomsday's worse. I'm probably supposed to just take the Wish Claw, and then next turn I can Thoughtseize and take the Infernal, and then maybe I can think about Echoing. Probably should have played out my LED though, just so it doesn't get discarded if they top deck a discard spell. Another land's a decent draw. I'll Thoughtseize. Dark Writ. I almost want to take the Dark Writ more than the Infernal here. Although that's probably wrong, because if they top deck a... If I don't take the Infernal, if they top deck a Lions of Diamond, I just lose the game, so I'm probably supposed to take the Infernal. And then I'll play out my LED and pass. I'm assuming they have more discard than they do Abrupt Decays, and they may have even sided out their Abrupt Decays. So I think the LED is almost certainly safer on the board. And I'm probably just going to Echo next turn. It's a little unfortunate that I don't have a slightly better... Actually, I can probably hold off. I really want to find more mana so that when it comes time to Echo, I have more mana. And actually, it might just be time to do it now. This might be the way to go. But I'm kind of tempted to wait another turn. Burning Wishes, yeah, I'll just shuffle. Okay. That Cling to Dust seems like a kind of an odd choice to me. It's not really going to do anything to me, I don't think, though. Holding up a potential Veil of Summer. If they just top decked like Breach LED, I'll be so unhappy. That makes me super unhappy as well. That's super frustrating. I had no idea that they even had that in their deck. Like, I boarded in my Decay, so I'm not completely out of the game, but I'm just going to concede. I'm not going to play this game. They found the Breach. It's not going to be long before they find the rest of the combo, because I knew they had the Brain Freeze already. So, there's no point in playing that. I still need to find a green source and the Decay to be able to get rid of the Narset. I should have just fucking echoed the turn before. I'm so unhappy about that. I thought waiting would be pretty low risk, but I was wrong, obviously. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I had an opportunity. I could have gone off with 4 mana floating, and I just got greedy and wanted to go off with like 7 mana, 5 or 7 mana floating or something, and well, I can keep this hand at least. It does something. I don't know what Astro Zombie's been playing lately. I know that they get some results, though. I've seen it before. This is probably a fucking Underworld Breach deck, would be my guess. Well, I'm not going to get greedy if it happens. If I get the opportunity this time, I'm just going to yeet. So next turn I can play land, Veil, double LED, and send it. Okay. City of Traders makes me think it's not a makes me think it's not a fucking Underworld deck. So here I go, getting greedy again, but it makes me want to wait a turn. I just Veil that, right? Well, triple show and tell, sure. Hopefully they don't have... Yeah, it's too bad that they had the Force Will. Hopefully they don't have show and tell plus omniscience plus... I guess I put my land in here. Did I not click that fucking land? They have omniscience, that's fun. Well, so it goes sometimes, I guess. Is MTGO fucking crashing on me? Yeah, looks like MTGO's crashing. That's fun. Huh. This is interesting, actually. If they're just casting Emrakul, because Emrakul's not going to kill me. No, like, for real though, they're going to get an extra turn, but Emrakul doesn't kill me. And so I can Echo. And I can Echo with a lot of fucking mana up. Obviously, they can still have counter magic, or they can draw counter magic, but like, if they had, you know, the combo plus Force, Omniscience, or Omniscience, Emrakul, Show and Tell, plus Force, and, you know, the fucking works, like, and like another Force to, you know, whatever, like, they earn that, I guess, but actually, you're right. I don't need the Badlands that I put on top of my deck, so I should crack this fetch so that I can draw something different and potentially draw a Veil to go off of the Petal. So I'll go down to 3 life after the Emrakul. Sacrifice 6 permanents. They might have more gas, unfortunately. But I'm hoping that their hand is not that good. If the hand was that good, then they earned it. But I at least have a shot here. Black, blue, red. Actually, I probably don't need the red. I can just make a bunch of black. Because the Lotus Petal will make the one red that I might need. Leave 2 blue floating. This will probably just get forced, though. They probably just have it all. Veil of Summer. Okay. I mean, Veil's not going to stop me. How did they cast that Veil of Summer? They have a... Oh, because of Omniscience, of course. I'm an idiot. I forgot they have Omniscience. So they don't need the blue mana. Okay. Interesting, interesting. So I have a land drop here. That's 6. Veil. Actually, maybe it makes sense to start casting spells and force them to have 2 counter spells. So let's see. So I have 8, 9, 10 mana, which means I have enough to Veil plus... That's 5, 6 mana. So yeah, I have enough for all of it. So I can cast this Cruel Bargain here and still have enough mana up to Burning Wish for... Tendrils and have Veil floating. I mean, and have Veil mana. They're casting another Veil of Summer. Sure. Sure. Oh, I can't win with Tendrils. You're right. Actually, I forgot about that. Tendrils isn't going to work because of the Veils. So I probably should have cast the Burning Wish first so I could get Doomsday and then be able to Cruel Bargain. Although Doomsday, yeah, that wouldn't have worked either. Well, there's a Doomsday. But now I'm at 1, so that's not going to do anything. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. So yeah, I think casting that Cruel Bargain has actually killed me here. The only life gain in the board is Tendrils, which doesn't do anything. Yeah, I never should have cast that Cruel Bargain. Oh well. Although I didn't have a way to win without casting the Cruel Bargain. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright. So bring in the Fosters and the Cabal Therapy. And just cut the Echoes. Submit. So that's kind of an odd spot. Like if I'd had, what the fuck is it called? Collective Brutality or something instead of the Cabal Therapy, I could have Burning Wished for that and like gained a little life and tried to go off with Doomsday. I don't know if I actually had the mana for that, but yeah, them having Veil, I just needed to draw a better. I need to have a better Echo draw. Because if I had drawn the Doomsday instead of the draw 4, I would have probably won that game. Alright, I think I keep this. This kind of sucks because I probably have to fetch. Well, I guess I can fetch the Trop and Ponder. I'm going to Ponder first, though. I think the chances of them winning turn 1 are low enough that I feel safe to Ponder first so that I can have the Veil up. Or have Veil mana available. I'll keep all that. I'm just going to have to try to play a little slow and be a little controlling and hope it's good enough. Grafdigger's Cage. That don't do jack shit to me when all my echoes are in the board. Suck on that. So I'll just Thoughtseize here. Interesting. Very interesting. I honestly don't know what to take here. They've got redundancy on almost everything except the cantrip, which kind of makes me want to take the cantrip. They're pretty far off from being able to use Eureka. I think I'm supposed to take the cantrip. And I'm going to preordain. I'll draw this Tarn. That's fine. Getting a little bit more mana will be good. I still need business spells to be able to do something, though. So that was their draw for the turn. So that's kind of good to know. I'd love to draw a couple Doomsdays in a row here. That ain't what I want. So that was also their draw for the turn. 3, 4, 5. They have 6 cards in hand, so they have 1 unknown? I thought I knew all their cards, though. Weird. Well, I'll fetch my Underground Sea here. Just gonna get all the lands out of my deck, pretty much. Because it doesn't seem like I'm able to draw anything else. Kind of weak draws here, I'm disappointed. Grab my other Underground Sea. Another fucking Veil of Summer. Doesn't do me a whole lot here. Because I only have the 1 green mana. I almost want to use it to cantrip. So now they got Eureka mana up. They're just casting Show and Tell, of course. Fluster it. Their Fluster doesn't do a whole lot here. Because I can pay. Right now, anyway. They might not. They might just let this happen, though. is possible because they still have Eureka. Veil. They paid for one. They force pitching Fluster on another. Am I supposed to veil this? They still have another force. So just let it get countered that time. Okay. Brainstorm. Let me fucking find something here. Alright. So I can put the LED back. I don't need the LED. And I can put the Thoughtseize back because I have Veil. Or I could put the Veil back because I have Thoughtseize. I know they can't cast their own Veil, they can't cast their own Flusterstorm, but if they had double force, it would still be a problem. The fact that they didn't force my Veil makes me think that they don't. I should probably keep the Veil, though. So if I put back Thoughtseize and one Thoughtseize in the LED, because I don't need the LED. Cast the Veil. Kill him. That was a really good brainstorm. Very, very good brainstorm. I'll go down to 7. I actually do have Thoughtseize mana here. The last card isn't going to matter much. Let's put the Ideas Unbound on the bottom. Down to 7. Bargain puts me down to 3. Thoughtseize puts me down to 1. And hopefully they don't have Gut Shot. I'm really surprised that they didn't force. I guess if they had forced pitching either of those cards, they wouldn't have been able to do anything anyway, so it was pretty irrelevant. Like, even if they could have, they forced pitching Drawn from Dreams, they could have put the Omniscience on board, but they wouldn't have had anything. Whew. Okay. That was a close one. I guess I'm just gonna send the same thing back in here. I don't know if I'm supposed to bring in Echo, because like now they know that I don't have, they could know that I don't have Echo if they looked at my deck, and they know that I can easily win through Grafdigger's Cage. But maybe they'll just keep the Echo in, because they know that I'm going to try and pull that on them. What is the matchup like overall? You mean the Show and Tell matchup? It is no better than even. I honestly haven't played a whole lot of it since Veil of Summer got printed. And Veil definitely changed the dynamic of the matchup because they have it too usually. Certainly, I haven't played a lot of it since Veil and Thassa's Oracle got printed. But previously, I would say the matchup was probably like a 40-60 kind of deal, where there it's probably 40%, maybe close to even. I don't know. With Veil, like your discard used to be one of your better tools against them, but when they got Veil, your discard got a lot worse. And they're very fast. They have counter magic, or they can be very fast. They have counter magic. So I don't know. It's kind of a toss up. I'm tempted to keep this hand solely on the back of the Flusterstorm, but it just doesn't do anything. And if they have a Veil, then my Fluster is not going to be very useful. So I think I need to mulligan into a hand that does something. This does something, so I'm going to keep it. I'll put one of my Doomsdays on the bottom. I don't have a second Darkrit to make use of it anyway. And I'd love to be able to find some interaction. So I'll start with just a Ponder. I think I have to keep both of these, unfortunately. Although it is not my ideal scenario here. There might be an argument for me just trying to go for it next turn, but I just think that seems really unlikely to be the right play. I need to find some interaction, I think. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to shuffle this. Thoughtseize. Alright, let's Thoughtseize him. I won't be able to find a Veil, or if I find a Veil, I won't be able to cast it at this point, but they're probably holding up their own Veil here, so I expect I'm going to see a drop. Trop, Veil of Summer. Yep. Okay. And that's part of why discard sucks a bit against them now. Is I was heavily incentivized to do that turn so that I don't die this turn. But them just holding up Veil makes the Thoughtseizes so much worse. Although it seems as though I'm not dying this turn, so they might just have a handful of counter magic, or maybe they just don't have enough mana to get there. Alright, what do I want to do here? I guess I want to Brainstorm. So I'm thinking next turn I can maybe try to bait a counter spell with the Cruel Bargain, and then windmill the Doomsday into it. We got Impulse, okay. I theoretically could have gone off that turn with Darkrit, Doomsday, Cruel Bargain, but more likely than not, they have counter magic. I can win. I could have won that turn, but I would be defenseless. And I can win this next turn with a little bit more defense available to me. Okay, so they're still just pondering. So it doesn't look like I'm dying this turn, which is good. But I do suspect that they have multiple pieces of counter magic. I'm going to grab the Badlands. but I'm going to use it to cast this Dark Grit. So I'll go Dark Grit, draw 4. If they counter this, I'll probably just spin the Dark Grit Doomsday right into it. Right into them, I mean. If it resolves, then I draw cards. And that's good. Doesn't look like it's resolving, though. They're prepping to do something. Flusterstorm, okay. They probably still have counter magic, unfortunately. Mindbreak Trap. Okay. They want it bad. So I will preordain here. I don't want any of those cards. Cabal Writ, sure. So with all my echoes in the sideboard, I don't have access to them right now, although a Burning Wish would be a fine draw. I could try and go grab an echo. Show and tell. Yep. I'm not going to bother putting the LED in. It's not going to matter here. Drawn from Dreams. I'm just going to hit yield through this turn. And if they find what they need, then I'm just dead. So, Cunning Wish. Okay, that's game. Alright. Well, they obviously wanted that one. So, that's unfortunate. Well, hopefully we can pick up these last two, and I can at least get 50 play points back out of it. That would be nice. This league is not going so well, unfortunately. There we go. The Magic Guitar. Alright, let's fucking do something here. I'm gonna keep this. I feel like all my wins so far in this league have been very much like seat of my pants, skin of my teeth kind of wins. Like the deck is just not firing on. It's like firing on half of its cylinders, or a third of its cylinders instead of all of them. Thoughtseize. Let's veil your ass. Hit your ass with that Veil of Summer. Oh boy, another Dark Grit. Just what I needed. More fucking mana. Okay, that was a fine draw. Makes me feel a little better. guess I'm putting back some of these dark writs, right? Actually, hold on a sec. One. Yeah, I'm short on like a. I guess I'll just do this. It's like one storm short of a natural tendrils there. 1 and 2 storm short of a natural tendrils. Wasteland, that's fine. I can live with that, I think. So this smells like some kind of Delver deck. So Veil is off the table, more or less. Not completely, but a little bit. I think I'm going to ponder here. I think I'm going to fetch my basic island as well, because I don't really want to. So good draws, very good draws. So since this is a Delver deck, the idea of an empty, another Thoughtseize, okay. I don't know what they're going to take here. I honestly don't. They're going to need multiple pieces of counter magic to stop me, I think, though. Unless they take the Lotus Petal. I still have one Lotus Petal on top, though. They did take the Lotus Petal. Okay. I think I'm supposed to go for it here. Supposed to go for something anyway. If they don't have any hard counters, then I win. And by I win, then I mean that, like... Alright, the Doomsday resolved. So let's see. So I'll probably put the Burning Wish back. I'll draw... If I drew, like... Dark Writ, Cruel Bargain, and put back Burning Wish, and then 3, 4, 5, something like that. That should be good. That should do the trick. I think it'll work. And if I get my ass 8, then I haven't been playing Frenzy in a while. I started playing Echo back in like November, I think. Started playing this Echo list back in November because it was I think I'm supposed to put this Dark Writ back, actually, because this will help me play through a daze better. The Frenzy list was very good in the meta that it was created in, which was very, like, Grixis and 4-color control and Miracles heavy, very UX control heavy. It was extremely good at grinding them out. When Echo got printed, I realized that you could, like, Echo and draw. You could cast Doomsday and Echo and like crack an LED and Echo and draw your whole deck, basically, if you had enough cards left. And like Doomsday plus LED plus the 5 cards in your pile was exactly 7. And so I started messing around with that idea, and it's a very high-powered and fast list. And I think this is going to make black. It's a very high-powered and fast sort of list, and it's good against like the. It takes a little bit of a hit against the blue control decks, although Veil helps in that regard. But it's so yeah, like it's not too bad against the blue control decks, but it also has game against some of the Chalice decks and stuff. Because it can just be fast enough. Thassa's Oracle changed things a little bit though, in so far as the card is obviously really good for Doomsday, and it makes it changes the way you have to construct the deck. So if they have a Veil, okay, I was going to say if they have a Veil, I'm porked. But Thassa's Oracle changes the way you have to construct the deck. And so like the Echo deck this Echo list used to be very Storm focused. It was a Storm deck. It was a Storm deck first. And it didn't have any other win cons basically. But I don't know. Thassa's Oracle has pushed a lot of people towards a very Doomsday into Oracle focused deck. And so I've been iffy on those lists because they don't have any other win condition. They force you to cast Doomsday, and it makes like a choke point. And so I've been wanting to continue playing Echo because like you have another engine. The issue is that the meta has been shifting some more, mostly motivated by like Underworld Breach, and so the decks that are entering the meta, this list is not quite as strong against, if that makes sense. But I think at this point in the game, the Frenzy list is just too slow. That was the Frenzy list's biggest issue, was that it was slow. And so I don't know anyone really who's still playing the Frenzy list. Most of them are on the more controlling Oracle focus list. Alright, so I'm assuming this was Delver. I don't really know what my opponent's playing, but any like Wasteland, Thoughtseize, bug color deck, I probably want to bring the empties in, and I probably want to cut some echoes. So I'm just going to try just that. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring that into. Yeah, there's a little rambling, but I'm glad it made sense. Every deck is like a trade-off. Oh, cool. You should follow me, because last I knew I was at 99 followers on Twitch, and I'd really like to hit a nice clean 100 so that my anxiety goes away. My odd number anxiety. Thanks. You're a real bad motherfucker. I want to just go to the Twitch website. Okay, I'm going to keep this hand. I'm probably going to have to fetch a basic island. But if I can find a yeah, so they were a Delver. If I can find a black mana source, this'll be good. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much only play Doomsday decks, so I have a narrow audience. But if that's your thing, then you'll probably like some of what I have to offer. Sometimes I play other bad combo decks like Nourishing Lich. Alright, so there's no black mana there. However, there's a Veil and there's an Empty. So I'm actually going to keep this. Because I might be able to Veil. No, I won't have enough mana for that. Maybe I fucked this up. Yeah, whatever. I should have been paying a little better attention. I was thinking I could Veil and then LED Brainstorm into Empty, but I still need some mana to make that happen. But I can Brainstorm next turn, and we'll try and figure something out. I don't really want to expose my Trop to Wasteland, but I also don't want to expose my Brainstorm to Daze. Okay, I guess I'm going to be more worried about Wasteland. And here you'll see the useless Grafdigger's Cage because I very cleverly sided all of my echoes out. I always like it when that happens. I'm going to play my Brainstorm into Daze because I know they have the Wasteland and I don't really want to get my... I don't want to play my Trop when I'm not ready just yet. Unfortunately, they did have the Daze. So at this point, I'm kind of just waiting on a black mana source. If I don't find one soon, I could be in trouble. Because I know this is the empty. I guess I'll play out my LED. I'm not going to discard a card here. So I'm perfectly happy to play that out. It's unfortunate that they had Wasteland and Daze. It's like, I don't know. It's like, what can you do? I really want to save my Trop for Veil, but when their hands are like good Delver hands are very tough to beat. So, what can you do? This smells like a hymn. Oh my fucking god. Oh, and they hit my Trop and my Veil. That's rude as hell. I guess it's good that they didn't hit my Ritz. If I can draw black mana source, I'll actually have Threshold. If I draw like a fetch, which I didn't. Sad. If I can draw a fetch land, though, I can still potentially get the Threshold and Cabal Therapy. We're not dead yet. There we go. Show me what you got. So, somebody help me here, because I've had this happen before. What I want to do, what my game plan here is I Dark Grit, I Cabal Therapy, and then I Cabal Ritual using 1 floating black and the island so that I have 6 black mana floating. How the fuck do I do that? Do I have to float the blue mana from the island so that the Cabal Ritual asks me what I want to pay with? Is that the way to do it? Well, they have to let my Dark Grit resolve anyway, so I'm just going to get started here. Okay, Cabal Therapy U, I'm going to name Force of Will. Brainstorm. Yeah, okay. I've had that fucking screw me so many times where I like... Because normally I click my spell and then I choose what mana to spend. I've just had that fuck me enough times. I hit the Force of Will, but they still have a Daze. They might not use the Daze, though. Because I still have mana floating. I'm just going to go for it here, I think. Hey, puppy. Who wants to see my dog? Come here, dog. Up, up. Good girl. Here's my dog. Hi, doggy. She's a good girl. She probably has to go to the bathroom. Let's try a Cabal Ritual. Spend the blue. Alright, down go. Good girl. Cast the Doomsday. So if the Doomsday resolves, if they don't Daze it, then I can cast the Draw 4 and crack the LED, and I'll be in good shape. I'll have mana to play through the thing. So I just need Petal, Petal, Oracle, and nothing else really matters. I'll just put more petals in the deck. This way the order doesn't matter as long as the Oracle's in the top 4. Make it as idiot-proof as possible. I almost just put the fucking Oracle on the bottom. Oh my god. So go down to 4, and then hold priority, bargain, crack for fucking blue mana. And they dead. You can daze all you like, champ. I got mana floating. I'm just gonna BM them by just playing the Oracle. I'm not even gonna play these Lotus Petals. They don't know it's a BM, but it is. That's it. Get him. Alright, let's get this last match in here. See if I can win it. Here we go. Nice and quick. Okay, I have no idea who this person is, so I don't know what to expect. I really want to just play again. Yeah, this hand's serviceable. I kind of want to just play against like a, I don't know, like fucking Death and Taxes or something. Let me play against the Classic. Oh my god. Another Underground Sea deck. It's kind of wild to me that with the proliferation of Veil of Summer, how many people seem to be playing Thoughtseizes. Like, I know I'm doing it, so who the fuck am I to talk here? But, like, it feels like every deck is playing Veil, so why is every deck also playing Discard? You know what I'm saying? I'm probably just going to start off with, I don't think this deck, the deck that I'm playing, I don't think it can afford to not play Discard. And Discard is still strong when they don't have a Veil, obviously. I just don't think it's... I think it's pretty questionable choice. Like I don't know. The deck isn't... Doomsday's not fast enough to play, like... Okay. So I'm going to take that Leovold, because that is by far the biggest problem here. Yeah, that deck... So... Part of the reason I think that the Epic Storm can get away with Defense Grid is that it's very fast, and that it can afford to commit a lot of its resources to the board early on, and like so you can play the Mox Opals and stuff, and there's synergy there. This deck, like if you commit resources to the board early, it basically requires you to use Echo, although not so much now with Thassa's Oracle. But like the reason things like Leovold or Narset make me want to have Discard in the deck, because Defense Grid isn't going to do anything about that. And I don't know. I think to make the most of Defense Grid, you want to be playing Grid on turn 1 and then killing them, or playing Grid on turn 2 and then killing them at the very latest, which Doomsday obviously can do. But I don't know. I'm not super hot on Defense Grid. My other issue with Defense Grid is that in a lot of situations, like if you play Grid on turn 2 on the draw, they can have Force of Will up. You know, they play their third land, and then they can still have Force of Will up on their turn, which requires that you'd have 2 pieces of interaction, or an extra piece of interaction, or another way to try to go off or something. I suspect they're not playing Wasteland, just because of this mana base. Those are good draws, though. I'm going to keep all of those. I don't have red mana for that Burning Wish yet, although... So probably what we're going to see here is them... I'm a little surprised by that. I think I would have Brainstormed and then Brainstormed again with the Leovold. Brainstormed again with the Dreadhorde, unless they just don't have anything. I mean, unless they have a Force of Will. If they drew a Force of Will, then they would want to hold Brainstorm for the Force of Will. But otherwise, it probably doesn't make sense for them to... I do think Empty is going to be a bit worse against this deck because they probably are playing Plague Engineers in the main deck. The Doomsday. Okay. I think we can do something here. So, next turn, I can play Darkrit Doomsday. If it doesn't get countered, I just win with Brainstorm. If it does get countered, I can Brainstorm for Wish and make a bunch of goblins or something. Alright, so they're brainstorming now. The problem is they might find multiple pieces of counter magic. Or some discard or something. Discard would be annoying too. Hierarch, okay. Hierarch's interesting. It's a very, very interesting deck for my opponent. I suppose being able to flashback hymns or something is pretty brutal. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Interesting. Well, we'll see what happens. Dreadhoard's getting them a lot of cards. I get to see a lot of shit here. It's very possible that they could have multiple pieces of interaction. I should look back and see what they did with some of those ponders. No shuffle off that ponder. No shuffle off that ponder, so I don't know. So I'll go down to 15 here. What you got for me? Oh, this smells like a hymn. It smells like a hymn to Turok. Or not. It smells like a Leovold. Green Sun Exvius 2? Okay. Does this get T? Is this like the Bug Oko Zenith deck? Or they're 4-color because of Dreadhorde, but I'm not so... Okay, just a Goyf. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's see what happens. I'll lead off on some Lion's Eye Diamonds. Maybe they counter them. Are they just F6'd? Not anymore. Doomsday. Counter it, you son of a bitch. There it is. There's a counter spell. Force pitching force. There's no way they have the triple force, right? No possible way they have the triple force. I've play the LED. Please no triple force. This will be Storm 7, Doomsday, Burning Wish is 8, and the Tendrils is 9. Crack this for red. Double Burning Wish. Just in case this wish gets countered. Not that I have red mana to cast it anyway, but crack for black. Haha! Suck it. Alright. Let's see. I think I'm going to want the Decays because I know they have Leovold. I probably want empties. Even though they could have Plague Engineer. I think I'm going to cut the Ideas Unbound, the Preordain. I'll cut a Burning Wish and bring in this as well. We'll try that. Basically, I'm turning into a Grindier deck. I suppose I could cut the last Echo, but I'm assuming they're a Hamta Turok deck, and having a little bit of Echo action is probably pretty good. Also, they might bring in Graveyard Hate, because they presumably saw the Echoes. Actually, could they have seen the Echoes? No, because Doomsday never resolved. I don't think they ever saw an Echo. Yeah, we'll try that. That'll be fine. Siding out some Echoes is probably fine when they're a Leovold deck anyway. So. Kind of makes me wish I had Act on Impulse in the deck. I need to get a headset with bigger ear things so they don't sit on my ears and hurt. I should click submit probably. I thought I'd done that. I don't think I like this hand. It doesn't cast Abrupt Decay. And it's slow. I think I'll mull. This is a little better. I'll put back the island. I don't think I'm going to need to worry about basic lands. Did I see Wasteland from them last time? I don't think I did. This has cards that do stuff, so. Another Decay is pretty good. I think I'll just hold up the Veil for now. It kind of smells like they could have like a Leovold on turn 2, so I'd love to be able to decay it. Oh, I guess they don't have Leovold on turn 2. They don't have Leo mana. Just a Goyf, just a little baby Goyf. I'm not going to play anything just yet, because I kind of want to keep that Goyf as 0-1. And I don't feel a strong compulsion to play anything. Now they could have Leovold mana. They might like Green Sun for Leo or something. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happened here. Still no Leovold mana. I guess that's the perils of a 4-color mana base. Maybe they just wanted their Goyf to be bigger. I wonder if I should I decay this Goyf because I have another decay? I'm gonna do it. I'll fucking do it. They could have a Veil up, but I don't mind getting a Veil out of their hand if that's what they've got right now. If they do have a Veil, though, they're probably not going to bother spending it on the Goyf. Now what you got for me? Jace the fucking Mind Sculptor. That's not really a card I expected to see. I wonder if they'll target me with it. They probably won't. They probably Brainstorm here. Yeah. That makes sense. Jace is a problem, though. I need to find something to do. So I'll be pondering next turn. I'll still be able to hold up the decay, which is good. Oh, none of that's really very good. I think I need to shuffle. Ugh, awful. Absolutely heinous. This is the thing I don't like about Thassa's Oracle, though, is it's a very weak draw if you just natural draw it. And at this point, they've had enough time where they could probably find a Plague Engineer and take empty off the table if it comes down to that. I'm not under a lot of pressure, though. Which I guess is good. I think I'm going to play this Oracle. Just because, like, I have to. I think. It means that, I mean, unless I kill it, it means that winning with it is going to be off the table. So I'll be on a storm kill, but I think that'll be okay. I think I just need to see some fucking cards here. Oh my fucking god, I did that wrong. Didn't I, right? Oh no, that one would go on top of my library. I forgot. I can't keep more than one of them, but I picked the right one to put on top of my library, at any rate. Okay. Although they might just Jace me. I suppose I could Veil to protect myself from the Jace. What you got? Baby, I want it. Oh, that's fine. I'm not going to use the Assassin's Trophy, though. Because I want to draw that thing. So they're still brainstorming. That's fine, I suppose. I'm sure they have some amount of counter magic. So that gets forced. No surprise there. Force exiling Hydroblast. Good to know about the Hydroblast. Shit. I wanted to get Threshold on that, but I fucked up. What are we doing here? I could crack the Petal right now, because I had priority there. I could go for the Threshold, but... Okay, now I have priority again. I should probably do that and get Threshold here. I'll make a blue. It's not going to make much difference. If my shit don't resolve, I'll be in trouble, so... Brainstorming, okay. I mean, they could take me off Threshold with a fucking Surgical or something anyway, so... It's not like it'll stop me from drawing the cards. It would just really countering this is going to stop me from drawing cards. It didn't counter that though. Do I have a land drop this turn? I do. Doesn't really seem like they've got a lot going on here. There's a veil, but I can't veil. I think I am going to shuffle, because if I can draw a Thoughtseize or something, that'd be better. I'm supposed to just Burning Wish here, right? They haven't countered anything else that I've played. I'm not supposed to go for the empty that could potentially lose me the game. I mean, they could have Fluster or Stifle. I doubt they have Stifle, but they certainly could have Flusterstorm. Or Veil of Summer. Maybe I was supposed to empty. Yeah, here's a Veil. Yeah. Yeah! I should have emptied. Alright, I'm just going to concede. They still didn't see the empties, which I guess is okay. Alright, I'll just submit. That's a little frustrating. Obviously, I don't know if the empty would have won me the game, but it at least wouldn't have gotten veiled. And it would have been a very lethal number of goblin tokens. So they would have had one turn to have a solution to it. But with 2 or 3 cards in hand, plus a Jace, and a draw for turn, any cantrips they find, because they had plenty of mana, so I don't know. I shouldn't beat myself up about it too much. They could just as easily have had a Flusterstorm there. That would have stopped either one, so. Feels bad, but what can you do? I would love to play first. I think this hand will work. I'll start with a Tarn so that I can hold up Veil. I'll just try to put together something. Probably try and put together something that I can empty. What you got for me? Ponder? Okay. It's a pretty good draw. Brainstorm here. There's the empty. So now I'm kind of thinking I want to like put back the Burning Wish. I'll just pass here. I think if they play any blue spell this turn, I might cycle one of the Veils. Blue or black spell, I guess, but they didn't. I'm going to crack it, though. Go grab the old tropical island. Brainstorm. Let's brainstorm. China in the lock? Okay. I think I'm supposed to veil this. This kind of feels like I'm supposed to veil. Force back. Okay. I'm just going to pass here, and then next turn, hopefully I'll be able to like ponder into a writ or something. If they have discard, it sucks that I won't be able to veil to protect myself, but this could also be a Leovold, which would be kind of sucky. Narset is also a problem. Not as necessarily as bad a problem, but because like it doesn't stop me from emptying. I just need to draw well here. Let's go grab the Badlands. If I drew a ritual here, that would be perfect. Thoughtseize. I guess I Thoughtseize and then ponder. And I won't, obviously I'm not going to draw from the ponder, but I will draw. I'm going to take the Leo. And I'll ponder, and hopefully I'll just see a ritual. Nothing. It's not coming together. Very, very unfortunate. Even another land at this point would be okay. Force of Will. Here's the Goyf. I don't know what their last card is, but come on, Ritual. Yes! Thank the fucking gods. I don't know if it's going to be enough. You know, I don't know if 8 goblins is not a lot, is what I'm saying here. Oh, they're giving me more goblins. Are you giving me more goblins? I'd really appreciate that. And life? Goblins and life? You are too kind. Too kind. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Alright, let's fucking cross our fucking fingers here. I have enough goblins to kill them. So they gotta land. They can't do anything with Narset. They can't attack with the Goyf. So lethal in 2 attacks. Let's go to my fucking attack phase. All of these cards attack the person. What if I didn't? What if I sent 2 across to Narset? No, I should just attack them. Narset's not fucking doing anything right now. Just kill him. Kill him dead. Yep, you block 1, that's fine. You have 8 life, and so you're dead if you don't or you crack the fetch, and now you need to actually, like, they weren't, if they drew a, they were at 8, if they just drew another creature, I would only hit them for 7. They would go to 1. It would go on another turn to try to draw the Plague Engineer or whatever. But now that ain't gonna happen. I guess I put this Burning Wish on top. Not that it's gonna matter a whole hell of a lot. I'm not gonna draw it till next turn anyway. What did you draw? What did you draw? Did you draw what you needed? Yeah, boy! Alright, well, neither of those were ideal. A 3-2 and a 2-3. So we're 50-50 across 2 leagues. Not ideal, but it could have been worse. I definitely screwed up a couple times, so, you know, it happens. But at least I still should have enough. Yep, have enough for 2 more leagues, so the leagues will keep rolling. But this, I gotta be done for now. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the at least one person I know of who is a nice fresh new follow. Appreciate that. I hope to be streaming most weekends, at least once a weekend. Probably not going to have any time during the weeks now that grad school started back up. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully I can have a little bit better results in some of these leagues here and there. But later.